That's right. Sorry, I'm just on a roll.
This ain't news.
Yes, you know why it ain't news? Because we've known this for decades and we still not doing nothing about it.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. What do you come along and say, well, don't smoke cigarettes?
You know why? Because I'm the only one that ain't afraid to stand up and say it.
Well, what do you mean? All kinds of people. You know, you can't even advertise.
Ain't nobody.
You know, more race cars can't even have cigarettes.
Yeah, but they give up. They give up. I've just started this. I have just started this. Because I think it's sickening that.
Well, wait.
They give up. They give up. I've just started this. I have just started this. Because I think it's sickening that they give up. They give up. I've just started this. I have just started this. Because I think it's sickening that.
Well, wait a minute, guys. Because hold on. Because RD asked you what's the cure for cancer, and you said pretty much you got to stop smoking. But we don't like lung cancer. What if this person never smoked a cigarette a day in his life?
There's what I'm trying to say, Rich. Thank you.
That's what I understand that, but like I said, we need to start with this. Look, it is so impossible for human beings to even accept that this could possibly be done tomorrow. Just stop. Take them all out. Let's start somewhere. So what I'm saying don't make sense. What I'm saying don't make sense because I'm saying let's start here. This government needs to quit right now. They wouldn't allow any other drug out there like this, but they're doing this. But I'm crazy for saying it.
No. I don't think you're crazy at all. I think you're 100% right. So are you saying that it's changing? Are you saying it's changing our general makeup of our genes?
Of course.
Okay. So you're saying because we've been smoking for 100 years that the human body now can't fight it or can't react to it a certain way, so we're getting cancer.
The human body wasn't meant to live 70 years. We're meant to live a lot longer than that. And yes, RD, there are a lot of cancers, and a lot of them are human, they're human-made, asbestos, food, all that shit. But honestly, I can't take on all that shit. All I'm trying to say is we need to get this government to make a huge step. Save millions. How can me saying save millions and millions and millions of lives be a bad thing where someone would look bad at me and tell me this ain't nothing?
Let me jump in here. I think we're getting caught up. Let me ask this question.
That's what I'm saying.
So what is... Ricky, what is the connection, the alien connection, to the message of quit poisoning ourselves? Where's the alien connection?
We're wondering where all our great ideas are going. Where are all our inventors? You know how many inventors we have probably aborted? Do you know how many inventors have died from stupid shit? We are wasting human lives on stupid shit. Flavor. People smoke cigarettes for flavor and stress relief. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to say, RD, I know you don't agree with me, you don't like me, you know nothing about me, but I'm just saying it starts with one step. And because I'm not stepping the correct way you approve of or like.
Okay. Well, like I said, what you're saying is rather childish. Okay, so your cure for AIDS is don't get blood transfusion.
Trust me. You shot me down. Trust me, you shot me down with this. There's sure no way I'm wasting that on this show.
Well, wait a minute here now. Well,
look. We waste 20 minutes talking about just what I know, because it don't approve of you. Now you want me to go on this. I told them to get you out of the show a long time ago. We're wasting 20 minutes on this. It's fine with me. I'll answer all your questions. Because you don't approve.
You've wasted the 20 minutes. I haven't. You're telling people not to smoke. That's old news, my friend.
So I told them not to smoke, but I wasted like 4 or 5 paragraphs. That was one sentence you said.
Yeah,
I said more than that. And there's so many people coming, and it's kind of hard to believe that. I listened to 2 other shows a couple of nights ago. You listen to 10 shows a night. Just go ahead. And I don't sound like what you want. And I don't sound like everybody else, so you upset. And you know super knowledge.
Sound just like everybody else. That's the problem.
RD, what you're looking for is the actual. You want the cancer to be reversed,
He has not, and this is very true. An original thought or original idea has not come out of his mouth, and for a man that's met God, supposedly, you would think he would have original knowledge.
Nice try. No. Nice try, RD. We know you're baiting the hook because you're angry about your son, and we are sorry about him.
And I asked the man how he's going to cure AIDS, and
his message.
You told me to cure
RD.
and
he tells
listen.
smoke a cigarette.
His message, check it out. Check it out, dude. His message on the show is not exactly, you're focusing on an equation to the cancer problem. His message is about truth and bringing this whole damn thing into focus so that people can say, wait, and he's trying to say about cigarettes is because that's something that hits us home. Like in every household, there's probably practically somebody that smokes. He's starting with somewhere. You put one foot in front of the other, and you know what I mean? And then you go somewhere. And that's the whole point. We need disclosure so we can have technologies to cure things that we fucked up a long time ago. Do you agree, RD, that we fucked it up?
And check it out real quick. And the guy that invented the light bulb, he didn't walk into the room and say, here, look what I invented. He came with an idea.
Wow.
Then he got together with a few people, and they got together. And maybe that one little shit talker got kicked out of the meeting and maybe regretted it later. But they got together and put together the situation and made it happen. I'm by myself, man. I'm a broke mother. And I hate the government, and the government rules us. So you tell me how much power I got, but I'll tell you what, the power isn't in the person, it's in the idea.
Yeah, the idea manifests. First you have the thought.
Yeah. If you get 10 RDs in a room, I'll tell you what, cancer ain't never going to even begin to be even looked at, because he wants to kill for his son.
Ricky's not sitting here trying to say that, Ricky's not sitting here trying to say, hey, I have a message to cure cancer. Don't smoke. And so because I just said that, believe that I've been abducted. I mean, he isn't saying that.
Right, not at all. And plus I'm saying, well, this is what they told me, RD. They said the best cure is prevention. That's exactly what they told me. And because you said how to cure your son, I would just say the best thing for your son.
No, it's not my son, it's my son-in-law.
Sorry, the best thing, I'm sorry, like that's a big mistake. But,
big mistake, yeah.
Like your son-in-law, the best thing was for not him to smoke. Now, my solution for that is bigger than that. That was just that question about your son. My thing is the government and the people that got you, I'm saying it, dumbass people smoking on cancer. They got you convinced that it ain't, I don't know what it is about it, but it's killing you. And you want a pill to cure cancer so you can still smoke. Doesn't make sense.
I don't know where you're coming from now, actually.
Well, then that means I'm saying something pretty smart.
Well, let's just go back. Well, what is the cure for the chemtrails then? What do you think?
What the hell is the chemtrail, man? Look at all my videos. I've never mentioned the chemtrail in my life.
Oh, but you're
going to get mad at me because I don't know anything about chemtrail.
Lung cancer, and I'm just saying, well, how about the barium and aluminum?
I'll tell you what, RD. You put a cigarette to your mouth and you put that smoke in your mouth. That's giving you a lot more cancer than that chemtrail that's probably, 1,000 feet in the air? Now, you want to go to something else. You know what I mean? Focus on what I'm talking about.
Hey, RD, are you a smoker?
No.
Okay.
Was your son? Stepson? Or whatever?
It's son-in-law. And yeah, he was. And I think one of his biggest problem is that I don't think he exercised enough and got enough vitamin D in the sunlight. I think it has a lot to do with it. And I think that, and I believe, now this might bother somebody, but I believe that God gave us tobacco as a natural product. And there isn't
right. You're true.
On the planet.
That's exactly right.
There isn't a single thing on the planet that the God, whatever you want to say it, put here.
Check it out, this, RD. I don't mean to interrupt you. But
and everything have been added to the food, the tobaccos, to everything in our lives. So, just like the chemtrails, whether you're a smoker or not, they're affecting you. And if you live and people that live at higher elevations, I really feel sorry for them because they're really getting a more concentration. One good thing that helps those people, and Rich lives here in the valley by me. I live in Scottsdale, Arizona. Rich is out in Fountain Hills. But we have thermals for the most part of the year that blow hot air up and keep those chemicals off of us.
I got an idea.
Higher elevations are breathing them. Now, you saying smoke cigarettes don't do them folks no good. People in Northern California now, above San Francisco, and up in the hills up there having a high rate of lung cancer.
Dude, you went from cigarettes, now you just saying all this stuff. It doesn't make sense to me, man. You shoot me down and then you do all this. Why don't you welcome me in open arms?
Wait a minute here. Now,
let's make a team, and you talk about that, and I'll talk about this.
You know,
let's get together and conquer some shit.
Lung cancer, well, there's all kinds of ways to get lung cancer. Not just by tobacco.
So now just forget what I said, and we'll go to what you said about chemtrails, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying. The point I'm trying to
you're saying a lot, man.
You said you had a cure for lung cancer.
Yeah, well, let's analyze that real quick. Hold on, Ricky. You did. There was a campaign, kind of a campaign that you went on where you had dropped in chat room because you did it on my show about having the cure for cancer. Now,
and
you might have had a marketing idea for why to do that, to get a message out and all that, and maybe you just worded it wrong. Maybe you should have said about prevention instead of cure.
See, they worded it wrong. I'm just doing what they show me to do. They told me to say that, and then when we get here, it is what is the best cure? It's the prevention, and it's to acknowledge that we are doing this. This isn't something that's just happening to us.
Right.
This is how we are doing to ourselves.
Your story and your experiences are absolutely fascinating, and I think that we're getting caught up on the fact that you said the cure for cancer, and now we've been talking about cigarette smoking.
And now we're talking about chemtrails, and now we're talking about, like I said, everything I talk about is forever, but, I mean, like I haven't even talked about the life after life. We ain't talked about the pure humans. This is just one thing, and see, this is what messes it up for everything. According to RD, this story's jacked up for him, so all my other stuff is just fake.
Well, I think we can all agree that you're probably not going to prevent or cure cancer with the remainder of this show.
Now we're still in charge.
So what we can do with the remainder of this show, you can put we can put RD's debunking your cancer claims on hold, and we can put your talking about the cancer claims on hold, and get back to the more fascinating parts of your story.
Let's do that.
Hey, is RD still on?
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Cool.
Hey, RD, I just lost my best friend May 13th from cancer. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I love your son, his stepson, son-in-law, whatever. He is going through the worst possible, and anyone around him that loves him is going to need some super attention. This is the worst thing that can happen to a human. And once you realize, I'm not saying you have to, but once you realize this was man-made, you should be furious. And I really, really hope your son has a safe ride home. And I hope you guys are all okay, even though you don't like me. That's just coming from me. So, whatever. I just have heard you say a lot of things on these different programs. And I've really, honestly, never ever heard you back anything up, and I think it's disrespectful to us folks that do come on these shows. And the reason people come on these shows is because they are looking for knowledge. They know they can't trust the newspaper. They know they can't trust the radio. They know they can't trust nothing. So they're looking for an alternative message. And I think that it's not really right to come on, now whether you think you're right or not, but in your own heart and your own soul, you have to really think about what you say. And it's and that's people. And if you've heard anything about me, you've heard one of the first things that usually come out of my mouth is, I'm not telling you to believe anything.
Yep.
So
well,
that's on you for thinking. That's for you
coming on and making all these claims is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wanted to tap into that real quick, RD. Now, you just said a couple seconds ago that he goes on these shows and he makes claims. So you've been listening to the show so far. To keep the show fresh, is there something that he has said on the shows that he hasn't said here yet that you wanted to ask him questions about?
Same thing over and over and over, and there's several people in the chat room, and we've all known each other for a few years, and I'm not going to mention their names, and we've all discussed what, UFO abductee talks about, and just like anybody else, we all like a little proof or a little honesty about things, and And it's easy to say you've done this and you've done that and you've been there and you've done that, but in reality, it's just kind of really rhetoric, you know. And if you came on here and
hey, RD, welcome to Paranormal.